What's up, Dunk Squad? It's Wank Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're here with episode 17 of WWE 2K23 Realistic Universe Monday Night Raw, the first Realistic Universe episode of 2024. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Coming off our PLE Clash at the Castle, where we crowned three new Raw champions, one being the new United States champion in Solo Sikoa when he defeated the Viper, Randy Orton, in their match at Clash at the Castle. We also saw two new women's champions, one being for the world title, the women's world title, Toxic Sonya Deville, who knocked off the man Becky Lynch to win the title. And then in an epic triple threat between the EST Bianca Belair, Eve Torres, who brung this title to WWE, and the Queen Charlotte Flair herself, who ended up winning that triple threat match and becoming the new WWE Women's European Champion. So congrats to all the new champions here on the Raw side. And looking at the news, we have Austin Theory, who has been medically cleared to compete after he won his match against Braun Breaker at Clash at the Castle. And then the monster among men, Braun Strowman, he has also been cleared to compete once again. And we will see Braun Strowman competing in the opener in this match. And it is time to make another announcement. We are going to be having a mixed match challenge tournament. That's right. You heard it here. Mixed Match Challenge MMC, where the winners of this tournament will receive title matches for themselves for any mid-card title in the WWE. So that means if Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss, Team Little Big, if they win the tournament, go on and win the whole thing, Braun Strowman will then receive a title match for either the Intercontinental title on SmackDown or the United States title on Monday Night Raw. On the other hand, if Ivar and Valhalla of the Viking Raiders go on to win the tournament, Valhalla could then choose the new mid-card title for the women's division, with that being the women's European title. So we are going to be doing the MMC between Raw and SmackDown, both shows, a tournament to crown who will go after the mid-card titles. And just because they're the mid-card titles, that doesn't mean they're mid. Nobody's mid. This tournament isn't mid. Ain't nothing about it mid. But I wanted to do something different. Instead of going after the world title, you know, we have the Money in the Bank. You cash in on any champion. I mean, it could be a mid-card title, but I want to make the mid-card titles a little bit more relevant, and I want to use the mixed match challenge. I think that'll be fun. You know, we get to use the women more, and we get to come up with these teams between the men and the women. And I can't wait to see how this tournament ends up turning out. But we're going to kick off the show with our first of the Mixed Match Challenge, and that being Team Little Big, Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss. And they're going to take on Ivar and Valhalla. After that, we have Damian Priest of the Judgment Day. He will go one-on-one with the newest member of the Monday Night Raw roster, Shinsuke, the artist, known as Shinsuke Nakamura. Then we have the Women's European title being defended on Raw for the first time ever. We're going to have Raquel Rodriguez taking on the new European champion, Charlotte Flair. Then we have a rematch from Clash at the Castle, a match we were supposed to see a couple of weeks ago on Raw. We have Braun Breaker versus Austin Theory. Then we have RK Bros, Matt Riddle, taking on the new U.S. champion, Solo Sikoa. And then we have in the main event our second of our MMC matches. We're going to have the debut of Scarlett, and she teams up with Karrion Kross to take on the Mans with an S, Seth freaking Rollins, and the former women's world champion, the man, Becky Lynch. Going over the power rankings, coming in at number 1, 31's up in the air for the Bloodline, because at number 1, we have the Tribal Heir in Solo Sikoa, the new WWE United States champion, and right under him, we have the Tribal Chief, still sitting at the head of the table as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. At number 3, we have one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions and Uncle Howdy. At number 4, we have Seth freaking Rollins, who we will see in the main event, teaming up with number 5, Becky Lynch. And then an honorary mention, we have the other half of the Raw Tag Team Champions coming in at number 7, the Great Bray Wyatt. At number 8, we have the Queen Charlotte Flair, who will be defending her new European title against Raquel Rodriguez. At number 9, we have Austin Theory trying to get another win over Braun Breaker in their rematch from Clash at the Castle. And then at number 10, we have the women that knocked off number 5, Becky Lynch, Toxic Sonya Deville, your new women's world champion. But with all that being said, let's waste no more time and let's get into it. And if you peeked, this match was already simulated. I will explain that a little bit later on. But we have Team Little Big and we have the Viking Raiders, Ivar and Valhalla. We have Valhalla, who's been in a rivalry with Alexa Bliss's friend Liv Morgan. We haven't seen Alexa Bliss since she teamed up with Liv Morgan when they went after the WWE Women's Tag titles when Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler had the titles. We haven't seen Alexa Bliss since, but that's when she was on SmackDown. She has came to Raw. We saw Valhalla go one-on-one with her former Riot Squad partner and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan ended up getting the win over Valhalla, but getting injured in the process. So Alexa Bliss trying to get some revenge for her friend Liv Morgan. But in the end, because it was already simulated, Ivar and Valhalla get the win over Team Little Big as they will move on in the MMC tournament. But it's all fine because that's not the first match we were going to tune in, hop in, and watch. The first match we're going to tune in, hop in, and watch will be Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. So let's get into it.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Finn Balor, representing the Judgment Day. From New York, New York, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
Tensions riding high, plans on getting things settled in the ring. I can't wait.
The Judgment Day believe that they run Monday Night Raw, even though they haven't had that many wins here on Raw in the 2K23 Realistic Universe Series. But they have warned Shinsuke Nakamura, who we saw come back at Clash in the first match, even though we weren't even scheduled to have a Universal title match. Shinsuke Nakamura answered the open challenge of the head of the table, Roman Reigns. Couldn't win the WWE Universal title, but could get a win here tonight on his first match on Raw. Wasn't a tag team with Rick Boogs as the Kings of Rock on SmackDown. Now going solo, back as the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura. The Judgment Day telling Nakamura you can't just come in here. Judgment Day runs Monday Night Raw.
After all these years, a veteran who hasn't lost any of his edge. Shinsuke is battle-tested and looks ready for more.
Out here now, Damian Priest, and the Archer of Infamy, is a man of impressive agility and outright devastating offense.
Calculating and cool.
Now Judgment Day, particularly Damian Priest and Finn Balor, did hold the Raw Tag Team titles. Actually, they did not. They failed. Excuse me. They failed to win the Raw Tag Team titles. And they were going after them. Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano of The Way held them. but unable to capture the Raw Tag Team titles. And then JD McDonough unable to capture the United States title when he made his way to the main roster. Dominic has lost a couple of matches. Rhea couldn't win the women's world title. So it hasn't been great for the Judgment Day, and it's not looking great for that referee after Shinsuke just kicked her in the chest with a Kinshasa. But Nakamura making his appearance at Clash at the Castle.
Nakamura not shaking one bit. Yes, he didn't come here to watch him boast and taunt. Lifts their opponent's legs.
As you see the mixed match challenge banner all around the arena, we will be using this arena and decoration for some weeks until the mixed match challenge has been completed.
Taking no account for their own well-being.
Nakamura's globe-trotting experience being put to the test here.
Yeah, an example of that forceful, devastating offense from Priest. Oh, man, meeting the barricade.
Elbow drop right on point. Taking the fight near our announce table.
I really hope we get these desks at a discount.
The ref may call a count out soon, guys.
You do not want to test this ref.
And he tosses it back in now. He beats the count, and this one continues.
Bam! Down he goes.
Gotta find a way to get out of this.
Starting this, and there's the cover.
He breaks the ref's count before two.
All the punishment he's taken, and yet he's still in this match.
Just rubbing salt in the wound now. Priest able to adapt.
And now this choke slam, sidewalk slam from the punishment of the Judgment Day, Damian Priest.
That was close, but Damian Priest doesn't look like he's letting that distract him from the task at hand. And some effective offense with that one.
There's the Archer of Infamy hitting the bullseye. And rarely is he off target.
And now Damian going for a second one. Shinsuke backing up, lining them up before Priest with the tackle.
Climbing up top, he's got big plans. He's got him in the crosshairs.
Tackling Shinsuke like Shinsuke Nakamura was a judge denying him probation. And a big crossbody from Priest.
Priest gets countered. Running knee. Right between
Now look at this. The Prince, Finn Balor, him and Nakamura go back to NXT days.
That did not look good, and Shinsuke has started to bleed. Targets the gut to end the up.
Did you think that this superstar would be able to get back into this match like this?
Absolutely not. No way.
I'll tell you, this guy's no competitor here. Shinsuke Nakamura is ready, has his man measured, ready to go with the...
Nakamura with the Kinshasa.
Will that stop Priest?
Makes the cover. What a kick out at two.
Damian Priest rising from the brink with a hell of a kick out.
But Nakamura will have to remain unflappable and
And
continue
Priest with the
to
roll up after kicking out of the Kinshasa.
kick out.
How in the world? Lifting their opponent back to their feet and up. Oh my! Discus punch.
Elbow drop right on point.
Nakamura taking a look back at Finn Balor.
Almost drove him through the ring.
He's looking shaky at best now.
This is a very dangerous situation now. Shinsuke's strong style will still give him a chance in this match.
Yeah, but not a very good chance. From the middle rope. A splash. Hoping to end it here. This is it. Oh, and a near fall.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder up.
This arena has come unglued.
Damian Priest going for that slam. And he caught Nakamura. And Damian Priest, with a little help from Finn Balor, spoils the Raw debut of Shinsuke Nakamura as the Judgment Day prove or try to prove to Nakamura that they run Monday Night Raw and they're not going to allow any outsiders come into their show and get title matches. Your winner of the Judgment Day, Damian Priest. Next, we have the Women's European title on the line between Raquel Rodriguez and the Queen Charlotte Flair, the mixed match challenge on the women's side. This is the title match that they will receive, whichever team wins the mixed match challenge. Who will be the champion, though, when they get that title opportunity? Will it be Raquel Rodriguez or will it be Charlotte Flair? And Charlotte treating this title just like how the United States title would be treated, issuing an open challenge to younger talent, trying to give them opportunities, just like me and Eve Torres negotiated when she brought the title to Raw. We're going to give the younger generation another title and more opportunities, and that's what Charlotte Flair is doing here just, 24 hours after winning the title at Clash at the Castle. But we're going to see who wins this match. Your winner is... and still, your WWE Women's European Champion, the Queen, Charlotte Flair. But the second match we're going to hop in, tune in, and watch will be, and we have a rival action between Braun Breaker and Austin Theory. Now, this match was scheduled to take place a couple of weeks ago on Raw, where Braun Breaker, almost called him Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker missed his flight. Bray Wyatt stepped in for us, had the match with Austin Theory, which Theory controversially won. But we had the match at Clash at the Castle, where Braun Breaker had Austin Theory beat, but Breaker didn't just want to win against Austin Theory. He wanted to break Austin Theory, which costed him the match. Austin Theory able to escape Braun Breaker and get the victory over Braun Breaker. Well, now we're finally going to have this match between these two young rising stars on Raw.
Or the entire WWE locker room.
Are you A-Town down, Corey?
All day.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Austin Theory.
And what a win it was for the former United States champion, Austin Theory. We haven't seen him much since losing the United States title to Cody Rhodes way back. But Theory thinks that he can defeat Braun Breaker any day, all day. He did it at Clash at the Castle. Will he do it here on Raw?
Saxton, get out of the way. You can't be in this selfie.
And we kick things off with Braun Breaker, son and nephew of a pair of Hall of Famers, but fast becoming a powerhouse in his own right.
If you could bottle potential up and put it in a human being, You get someone like Braun Breaker. He's got his dad's natural ability, his uncle's genetic freakishness. It's easy to see why Breaker's asserted himself so quickly.
And we saw his father and uncle at SummerSlam when they were in Breaker's corner when he went after the undisputed WWE Universal title. He's had 2 matches with Roman Reigns so far. Had a chance to become #1 contender. Both of these men did for the United States title.
Powerhouse display by Breaker. The hype is real, gentlemen.
Corey, we've seen the immense success Braun Breaker has already achieved. That has to be a tremendous amount of pressure to maintain this sort of trajectory.
Yeah, Cole, I don't envy the kind of pressure Braun Breaker has on his shoulders, but he needs to maintain focus one match at a time. If he does that, he should be successful.
Drops the hammer right on the lower back. He skirts away, living to... Don't do it!
And even though both of these men are young, both rising stars here on Raw, both believe there can only be one rising star here on Raw.
What the hell are you doing, Byron?
Braun dodges just in time. Falcon arrow.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Snap power slam.
Look at Theory. Taking down Breaker. Maybe trying to tear an Achilles.
He's trying to break out and does it.
Maybe trying to stop Breaker from being able to take off for that spear.
Man, check out this power.
Probably the best spear in the game right now.
This could be it. Into the pay window. Kicks out. He still has life.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there.
Oh, impressive counter. Look at this. Boom, nice.
Tossed into the corner. Theory nails the clothesline in the corner. Check this out. Leaping into a blockbuster. Theory's size and strength on.
And look at Theory making the same mistake Breaker did. Not going for the pin. Wanting to break Breaker. May have just broke his nose or his eye, wherever he's bleeding from. But Breaker still able to kick out after the A-Town down.
No idea. It's because Braun Breaker's not normal, Saxton.
And Theory clearly thought he had it there. He might have to consider a new strategy at this point. Theory gets fended off. This match's brutality starting to show on him. Clothesline knockdown. Here we go. Comeback time.
This superstar's on fire. Pace begins to quicken.
And now Braun looking to do what he failed to do at Clash when these two clashed. And that's break Austin Theory in half with a spear.
This started as a match. Now it's a test of will. Breaker now getting in position.
And Theory able to adapt. Oh, look at this. A jumping TKO. We're seeing an unbelievable performance.
And now Austin Theory using Braun Breaker's own move against him. The power slam.
The biggest weapon in his artillery fired back at him, but he survived it.
And Theory clearly thought he had it there.
Kick to the gut. I have a theory what's coming next. Into the attack scene. Can Theory put it away here?
These two are having themselves a match. Austin Theory, though, gets the win again over Braun Breaker.
Earned every bit of this victory.
And now it's time to enjoy that celebration back in the locker room.
Breaker busted open. And what is Austin Theory?
Oh no,
A
a ladder!
ladder?
Why a ladder? Why is it in the ring?
Go ask Byron.
Oh, thank you.
And Theory just whacked Braun Breaker with a ladder to the face after getting the win. Boy, but those two had themselves a match. We saw the cockiness of Austin Theory using Breaker's own move against him. But in the end, your winner, Austin Theory. But really, in the end, Braun Breaker getting hit with a ladder, though. Austin Theory trying to send a message, maybe, to Braun Breaker. But our next match, we have Matt Riddle versus Solo Sikoa. We all know that Solo Sikoa became the new United States champion by defeating the Apex Predator, Randy Orton, at Clash at the Castle. Riddle trying to avenge Randy. Can he do it here against the Tribal Heir Solo Sikoa, the Enforcer Solo Sikoa, the Street Champ, the Samoan Savage, the U.S. Champion Solo Sikoa? Can Matt Riddle do it solo? No Randy tonight. Your winner is Solo in Roman's voice. And now for the main event. We have our second of the MMC matches. We have Karrion Kross, Scarlett. We're not just going to see her as a manager. She's going to be in ring action against Kross's current rival, Seth freaking Rollins, the Visionary, and the other man in that household, Becky Lynch.
Tick-tock, Doomsday has arrived.
Now look at this. Karrion Kross making his way to the ring. I just seen some steel steps in the center of the, like in the middle of the, is he going to walk up those or something? But Karrion Kross making his way to the ring. We usually see Scarlett. She's a big part of his entrance. Maybe he's going to give her her own entrance, since she is going to be wrestling tonight.
Just a prelude to the unrelenting attack we are about to see from Karrion Kross.
And his partner from Sin City, the Superstar.
Scarlett. The Superstar Scarlett. So Scarlett getting her own entrance here, as she's going to be competing alongside Karrion Kross in this match challenge tag team match. We saw in the opener Ivar and Valhalla moving on to the next round. Can Scarlett and Karrion Kross do the same thing? We've seen Scarlett be a big part of all of Kross's matches as the manager, distracting his opponents. But now can she help him win as his tag partner?
It's Seth freaking Rollins.
A man who has spent a decade atop WWE with the accolades to prove it.
And from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth, who beat Kross at SummerSlam, was looking to lock back up with him at Clash. If you watch Clash, if you tuned in, we just had too many matches. But they get to go at it again here with their women involved.
And the WWE Universe serenading Rollins with his battle hymn. Time for Seth freaking Rollins to conduct another masterpiece. The man has arrived.
And the WWE Universe is on their feet.
Becky Lynch, who was one of the longest reigning champions in Realistic Universe history, beat everybody.
Arguably the hardest working competitor.
But at Clash at the Castle, Sonya Deville was the one to beat Becky Lynch to become the new Women's World Champion. And now Becky has her eyes set on the new women's title. And that's the Women's European title, currently held by her former best friend, Charlotte Flair, who successfully defended the title earlier against Raquel Rodriguez. But now, Becky teaming up with her man. She's the man. They're the mans. We're going to start things off with Kross and Seth. The men fight the men. The women fight the women. The man tags in the woman. The other woman comes in. As soon as I mention that, Kross tags in Scarlett, and we get to see the ring debut of Scarlett. She gets clothesline from Becky Lynch.
Uh-oh, carefully measured. Big leg drop. Get back here. Leg lariat. She's starting to look concerned. She has no idea where she is right now.
She gets the tag. That means her opponent has to leave the ring too.
Oh, look at this. How pretty is this? Face buster. Being carried around the knees. Oh, a slam.
Double forward suplex.
Oh, the reversal by Kross.
Gets put into the barricade. A well-timed dodge. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
So explaining the rules again.
Oh, target
whether Cross and Scarlett go on to win the whole thing, or Becky and Seth. I'm gonna call them the Mans. We like to give out team names for these teams. They all should really have one. But whichever team wins the whole thing will then get a title shot at a mid-card title. For the men, it will be either the US or the IC title. And then for the women, now that we have a mid-card title in the women's division, it will be the new European title.
He tags out, so now the women are going to go one-on-one.
Look at this. Snap suplex. Suplex. Big knee to the midsection. And Becky anticipated that. Boom! Ooh, that foils Lynch. Uh-oh. She turns it right around with a counter. Oh, my! Series of elbows looking to create separation. She does so. Becky Lynch.
And now Becky with the manhandle slam. Cross, you can't touch her. You can't touch her. And because, I mean, Karen Cross, you could have pulled the leg or something, but Becky Lynch with the manhandle slam get the win over Scarlett and Karrion Kross. And now the Mans will advance in the MMC tournament. Your winners, the Man, Seth freaking Rollins, and the Man, Becky Lynch. Well, that'll wrap it up for episode 17 of Raw here in the WWE 2K23 Realistic Universe mode. Until the next episode.